Ah, you missed it, didn't you? If you pay close attention to the background in both parts, you saw Lucinda's replacement. And in part 2, you actually saw 2 replacements for Lucinda. We got the Grom and we got another CBR600rr. Now, the reason I got another CBR is because it has more race goodies on it. Basically, it had more parts that would be more expensive to put on than it would be to just buy this bike and then sell my other one. Now, at first, I did want to keep both of them, but I also wanted a Grom for the wife to learn, and I also wanted a pit bike. So I was like, you know what? We'll go ahead and sell Lucinda. I guess I don't necessarily need a B bike at this point in time. Yeah, I think it was wiser to sell it than to keep it. Let's get into part 3.
I can't believe you started recording now after you cursed me out, so we can't have it on record. All I do is I just love you. I just love you tenderly, and I feel like you just beat me up for it. You know? Now you don't want to say nothing. Cat got your tongue. Cat got your tongue. Why you got the camera on me for? Why you got the camera on me for?
So they can see all your faces.
What you want, like my face of terror? When you're cursing me out in your Latina rage? Huh? This place? When you raise your hand to strike me? Domestic violence isn't funny, people. I'm sorry. But cut the camera off. Man, it is late as hell. It's already 12 o'clock in the morning. But I'm excited. Got the new bike in the garage. Well, not new to me. This is going to be Lupita. We got Lupita, Lucinda, and Loretta. So the first thing you got to do after you get a bike is start taking notes on what you need to upgrade. Now, a lot of the things you should catch when you're purchasing the bike, like for example, this sprocket, we're gonna need a new sprocket and chain for sure. I'm not sure if the previous owner had aluminum sprockets, but these things are super worn. You can see, I guess it's kind of tough to see, but they are definitely worn. Yeah, that's a good example right there. Look at that shape compared to that shape. See how it's still a flat edge? Yes. So this is what your teeth should look like. So I'm gonna replace the chain and sprockets, of course. Brake fluid needs to be changed. Yeah, no, flush these brakes and all that. Then I'm gonna have these forks sent in to be serviced. They're sticking a little bit. It's gonna be hard to tell on video, but on this bike, if I were to press down on this one and compress the forks, the return is pretty good. Those are a little sticky. So gonna have that sent in to be serviced. I already knew I wanted to replace this shock. This is an Elka shock, and Elka doesn't even make CBR shocks or motorcycle shocks anymore. So we're gonna replace this for sure. I'm going to put a rear hugger on because you can see how damaged this got. We're gonna replace this shock with the Olin's one. Also, I want to clean up down here and everything. So that's one of the benefits of the rear hugger. It keeps all this stuff down here cleaner. And I'm probably gonna throw a chain guard on this as well because I don't want lube flinging everywhere. That's what all that is. Chain grease. And if you know me, I like to keep things pretty clean. This has a full exhaust system on it. So this here is the servo. We're gonna be able to take that out. I can see that right there. Might replace a couple things to make it look a little sexier. There's this came with a bunch of spare parts and everything, so we'll go ahead and replace this foot peg. It's got the quick shifter, which is what I am very excited about. I'm gonna have to throw my slipper clutch in here though. No big deal. Whole box of parts I need to continue going through, see what I need.
Spare wheels came with it. And I am excited. Gonna have to put a little bit of money into it, but I'm pretty happy with it overall. It's got hot bodies fairings on it. I think they actually look pretty good. Previous owner did a good job painting these things. Hadn't had gloss in a while. I'm just gonna have to take off some of these stickers like that Dionysi, Dianese, or whatever. Also, these Vortex clip-ons, they don't have a riser, so these don't have much clearance. You can't go to full lock. The Woodcraft ones I bought do have risers, and there's much more clearance to an extent, except for I had to cut that out because it wasn't clearing there. But I'm not sure how I like these grips, and I don't know if they're grippy at all. And hopefully the previous owner did a good enough job to where if I take this off, it ain't gonna, peel up the paint. But this paint job looks pretty decent. Could use a good polishing and all that, which I may or may not do. Y'all know I like to be looking good. But it looks good from afar. It's got a full Acropovic system on it. So I'm excited about that. It's been crashed a little bit, but the functionality is still there. Hell, mine's been crashed a little bit. My Yoshi. But the functionality is still there. So, we ain't tripping on it. We just got to make this bike as sexy as my bike is, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, this paint job though, they did a pretty damn good job. And they just have regular vinyl stickers on here. So I'm going to have to put my number plates on here. We racing nowadays. I'm not sure whether it'll fit with this body style. A good thing about this is they did do a better job of safety wiring than I did. They got the exhaust bolts safety wired. I don't have mine because my hanger is totally different. Like I was talking about the chain guard. Look, I still got chain sludge up there. The brake pad retaining pin real well. So it's safety wired extremely well. Definitely gonna need new axle blocks, new axle holders, because this is no bueno. But yeah, man, too excited. This is gonna be fun.